A new tartan has been created to commemorate the 15 men who died building Cruachan Power Station in Argyll and Bute. Built between 1959 and 1965 on the shores of Loch Awe, it was the first reversible pumped storage hydro system on its scale to be built in the world. It was built by a 4,000-strong workforce, including 1,300 known as tunnel tigers, the men at the forefront of the work who drilled, blasted and cleared the rocks from the inside of the mountain. Drax Group, which owns the power station, has now unveiled a tartan created in memory of those who died, which features 15 strands of a special dark blue thread to represent those who died. Kinnaird, head of hydro at Drax, said, "Building this unique power station was an astonishing feat of engineering, completed in challenging conditions. The work was physically demanding and, at times, incredibly dangerous. Sadly, during the course of the construction, 15 men lost their lives. When we were commissioning this new tartan, we decided it was a fitting tribute to incorporate 15 dark blue threads in memory of those who tragically died, many of whom were very young. One of those who died was Edward Gallagher, 23, from Donegal, who was engaged to Barbara McCabe, now 81, who lives in the Inverness area. The couple got engaged on December 21, 1961 and were planning to get married the following September. However, just before Easter 1962, loose rock in the ceiling of a tunnel fell down, the force of which was so strong it pulled Edward out of his protective footwear. Mrs. McCabe said, "He was such a lovely, lovely man. Eddie's father sent me a telegram and what it said was, 'Is Eddie all right?' I didn't know what it meant. I was busy getting ready for Eddie coming down so we could spend Easter together. He shouldn't have been at work, but he'd swapped shifts with someone else who wanted to go home early for Easter. That was what Eddie was like. He was a great young man, always doing things like that to help people." Mr. Gallagher's father travelled across from Ireland and they went together to the cottage hospital at Oban, Argyll and Bute, where Edward was being treated. She said, "When I saw Eddie, there wasn't a mark on his face, but we were told his injuries were so severe there was no hope of survival. He passed away in the early hours of Easter Monday, the 23rd of April 1962. Commenting on the tartan, she said, "I think it's a lovely way to make sure Eddie and the others who died are always remembered." Hollowing out the Ben Cruachan mountain in Argyll and Bute was done by hand drilling 2 to 3 meter deep holes into the granite rock face. Gelignite was packed into the drilled holes and detonated, and blasted rocks were then removed by bulldozers, trucks and shovels, before drilling began on a fresh section of exposed ground. For more on this story, visit the news article link.